A year ago, before Jesus changed my life, I was living a life immersed in sin. I was far from the Lord, getting high on drugs and pimping girls. I was tired of the life I was living. I started to get to know people from Sojourn in my neighborhood. No matter what they saw me do, they saw positive, they kept positive and asked me how I was doing. Those I talked to, like Jeremiah Taylor and Brooks Ritter, allowed me to tell them the truth. I felt that they were more friends to me than the people I knew on the streets. I knew I needed change. Jeremiah told me he had an opportunity for me to go to Jefferson Street Baptist Center. When I first got to Jeff Street, I was surprised that there weren't any anti-drug signs or drug counselors. I was very critical of the program because everything was biblical, and there was nothing about getting off drugs. They were teaching us to put God first, the rest will follow. Toward the end of my stay, I started to not think about drugs anymore. I started to pay more attention in the classes and wanted to start helping people. I had to leave Jeff Street due to my health, but I stayed clean for a few more months, and the concepts they taught me from the Bible prepared me for later. Then I had to make a trip to New Jersey to see my dad, who was in the hospital in bad shape with cancer. It felt really good to see him. I stayed up all night long before I left New Jersey. I just felt so good. On the bus ride home, God brought to mind Bible verses I had heard in the past, verses that I didn't even know I knew. This is when I would say that I truly became a Christian. When I got back to Louisville, I knew I had to talk to Brooks and Jeremiah. They made sure that I really believed the gospel of Jesus and that God was really transforming my life. I am young in my faith, and He is still working on me. I know I am more appreciative of life. I know there is a God. I know there is transformation in Jesus, transformation I knew I needed. As Jesus said, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find. I am now working on reading more and more. I am fighting temptation, staying clean, and pursuing purity. I keep saying the words day after day, Jesus is Lord. People who have known me for a long time are surprised to see the change in my life. I tell them that God has done what God has done for me. I tell them that Jesus is Lord. Come to Sojourn and see. Come hear the gospel.